Why are we adopting a baby from Ethiopia? That's like a big honking question. Well, I think it kind of started 10 years ago, probably, ish. Mm-hmm. Around 10 years ago when you went to Kenya.
Right.
And what sort of started there?
I just had a lot of opportunities to work with kids there and saw incredible need there, and really adoption wasn't on my radar at the time, but Africa was for sure, and it got into me in a way that I don't know that I can describe very well. But I knew that I was not done in Africa. I didn't know what that meant at the time, and so then it wasn't until like 9 years later, about a year and a half ago, when it just came up again sitting in church, and I just felt this strong sense that the Lord was speaking to me, just reminding me of that time and saying, remember that experience you had in Africa, we're not done with that yet, and I want you to take care of kids there. And so, again...
But you didn't really know what that meant.
I didn't. At that time, I figured that meant either we would go and move there and do something there, or the other option would be to maybe adopt.
My thinking was, why would we not? Because, and the only reason I could come up with was that we would be selfish to not. Because is it a big endeavor? Yes. Is it an expensive endeavor? Yes. Is it one that we could get the resources for? Yeah. We felt like if this is really what God wants us to do, it's going to happen. We're going to be able to come up with the money. We're going to be able to do what we need to do, overcome whatever obstacles we need to overcome in order to make it happen. So, it was just one of those situations where I thought, why would we not? Let's do this thing. And that's where sort of the adventure kicked into high gear.
Only slight hesitation was the finances, and which was a big one for us, but one we knew that God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, so we knew He could take care of it. But I, in my brain, thought that would mean, okay, we'll scrimp and save and not spend any money for an entire year.
We haven't eaten since January.
And that's how we would fund it. But God has been so gracious.
We thought about how we were going to raise money. One of the ways I discovered was to sell coffee online. That went nowhere fast. I came up with a design for this t-shirt, and I thought we could sell those to family and friends, and we're working on our third order right now. My cousin came and led worship at LaCroix one weekend. He said, if they invite me back, I'd like to do a concert for you guys for your adoption. And we said, well, okay, that would be great. And so they did invite him back, and we lined up this concert, and we honestly, we really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I thought if we walked away with $1,000, it would be like, I'd be jumping up and down for joy, because I didn't know what to expect. And we had probably 140 people there, I think, including kids. At the end of the night, all our financial obligations for the adoption were taken care of. All of them. And we're talking in the, to adopt, the total cost to adopt is in the tens of thousands of dollars. And so to walk into that thing thinking maybe we're going to make $1,000, and to find out we made a lot more, so that we don't even have to think about the money anymore, is a huge blessing. And God, like you said, that might be the only hesitation we had, and God stepped up to the plate and said, I got this. We have a beautiful baby girl who was born on December 23rd, which happens to be the same day that my niece was born, which is kind of cool. And she's waiting for us, and we're waiting for her. And our kids are excited. A lot of people ask us, what do your kids think about it? And they're excited. They're constantly talking about bringing the baby home from Africa. Really excited about having a little sister and about bringing her home, and we have the picture on the fridge, and so they get to talk about her and whatnot all the time. So
they've wrapped presents for her.
They
presents waiting.
They wrapped presents. They were so excited. My son wrapped up his baby blankie that he had since he was born, and our daughter wrapped up her Juju pet that she got for Christmas. So they are excited to welcome our baby girl home.
Well, God has just shown up in amazing ways that we couldn't have asked or imagined. And so it's been an awesome faith stretcher for us, and I think just a really important step in our journey to being more wholly His.
I'll just, say thanks, because some of you that are watching it participated in this journey, or are participating in this journey, or have bought shirts, or have donated money, or bought the coffee that we were selling here at the church, or have been praying for us, or just supporting us, or talking us through this. Or some of you have walked the same journey, or walking the same journey, and thanks for all the support. It's meant a lot to know that we're not walking this alone, but we've got a lot of people on our side.